So let's take Footfall. Well, there's no surprise in here. The kind of things that great retailers do, of course, fantastic windows. Of course, great advertising. Exclusive product. And that's a real tough one in the world of department store retailing, because usually every department store is a house of brands. So they're always challenged with trying to get exclusivity and newness and brands that can't be got anywhere else. A real challenge. But in your world, you've got the opportunity with own label. And you just see an impressive drop of own label Mace products outside the door. And that's a real golden opportunity that gives you a point of difference, and indeed margin. Focused targeting. So great retailers, of course, they use loyalty programs that they can use to really talk to their customers, whilst still taking on board Cormac's point about loyalty, that it's more about us being loyal to them than them being loyal to us. It's how you use it. It's how you use the loyalty program, because it can drive footfall. In-store events and promotions. So creating theatre, creating a reason for your customers to come in that you can talk to your customers about. And of course, digital and social media. You see the way other retailers are using apps to drive footfall. And creativity, just trying to imagine different things and thinking outside the box. Here's an incredible store in the Swords Pavilion. Try walk past that store if you've got a toddler in your hand. Try not go into that store. And can you imagine the cost of that shopfront? Probably not that incredibly high, because it's part of the plan in the first place. But if you have a toddler in your hand, mother and child, father and child, family, whatever, you can't but go into that store in Swords Pavilion, a footfall driver. It's just being creative and recognizing who our customer is. But you are also part of a collective. You're also part of this incredible group called BWG, where you've got a lot of work going on centrally through the Mace branding, through all of the great advertising to drive footfall. So we've got to use it. But what you can do also, remember, while the central BWG can control at a macro level great footfall, what can you do locally to drive footfall? Well, of course, you can work with Suzanne and Katrina and their team to do clever things, but there are other things that you can do that are more fundamental even, and they are to do with standards.